All right. I want to take you down a road here. Yesterday, I was sitting in my office, and Al Sharpton came on television, and that's not unusual. Except here's a guy who is a host for MSNBC, and he is leading this rally, a divisive campaign in Florida. And so I turn it on, and I'm watching him, and I'm thinking how much the heat the press gave me for being a quote-unquote activist. And that's one of the reasons why I left Fox, because I couldn't do it. I could not be an activist anymore. You've got to get involved, each of us. And I couldn't do it anymore. And I can't do that to Rupert Murdoch. That's not what they hired me for. All the press giving me hell for that. Al Sharpton, massive activist and angry. And in the last few weeks, he's been talking about there's going to be marching in the street and there's going to be trouble.
Escalate.
What does that mean? All right. So I'm watching this yesterday, and something amazing happens. He starts his press conference, and he starts talking about love. Now, I want you to listen to Al Sharpton yesterday. Do you have it?
Mm-hmm. This is not anti-anybody. There are whites, blacks, Latinos, Asians that have marched with us, that stand with us. We are not running a hate campaign. This is a love campaign. Oh. We love our children. We love Trayvon. We are not even anti-Zimmerman. No. We're anti-those that feel they can break the law and not have to stand before the bar of justice.
Okay, so stop. So asking for a lynch mob, is that a love campaign? Are you against those people because they were breaking the law? Nope, not against those people, but it's a love campaign. That struck me, and my first thought was Van Jones. The heart part, the love part. And I thought, oh, my gosh, maybe this is just an isolated incident. Nope. Look into it a little bit. Yesterday, you've got Al Sharpton giving writing an editorial about how this is a love campaign and how we need to remember Martin Luther King.
This is all before the charges were leveled against Zimmerman, too.
Right. So it's not like afterwards. They either had prior knowledge, which also should be questioned, or somebody said, hey, Al, tone down the rhetoric. You got to change it. We've got to model ourselves after Martin Luther King. So he starts in the morning. You get an editorial about it's love. It's about Martin Luther King. It's the 1960s. Don't forget that. Now, if that was just in the isolated incident that was Al Sharpton, maybe you thought, well, there's a come to Jesus moment. But tell me about this come to Jesus moment. Do you remember the woman that we played from the Black Panthers? We played this phone call. Do you have the actual phone call? Mm-hmm. Okay, listen to the hatred here.
I just want to say to all the listeners that's on this phone call, if you are having any doubts about getting suited, booted, and armed up for this race war that we in that has never ended, let me tell you something. The things that's about to happen to these honkies, these crackers, these pigs, these little people, it has been long overdue.
Yeah, but what she said was right. We got to suit up and boot up.
Okay, so that's what she said just a few days ago.
And she's talking here in the context of there's going to be blood in the streets. And she says, I have no problem with this. You bet this is a war. And she's going at it. Now, yesterday, she comes out. Al Sharpton comes out with love. She comes out, Black Panthers, where she's talking about the blood in the streets. And listen to her now.
My words were out of anger. I did not incite, I did not promote, nor did I encourage anyone to go and pick up a gun.
Wow.
She goes on to apologize to crackers and and the white people. It wasn't
the pink people, or did you?
The pink people. She also said the pink
people.
She did say pink people, didn't she?
Yeah, she did say.
Yeah, she said pink people
in the original thing. Did she apologize to pink people?
I don't know.
No, she didn't apologize to pink people. No,
I don't think so.
So all of a sudden, she feels so sad that she's.
Well, it's just anger. It wasn't. She doesn't hate.
So you might think to yourself, okay, well, wait a minute. What happened here? Maybe what happened here is somebody came down hard on him. Somebody came down hard. No, it certainly wasn't the Justice Department, because where was Eric Holder yesterday? Eric Holder yesterday was at a fundraiser for Al Sharpton, praising Al Sharpton and his Community Action Network. So when you wondered where Al Sharpton was on these things, these call this vile rhetoric, Al Sharpton and Eric Holder were together. When you wondered where the DOJ was, with the people that are doing it.
And Al Sharpton, by the way, has visited the White House 38 times. How many times did you visit the White House in the 8 years of the Bush administration?
Once.
One.
And I was called on the carpet.
Mm-hmm. I was zero. Pat, zero? Are you on the zero bandwagon?
Man, let me count it
carefully. Can you calculate it? Or?
Carry it forward, bring down the two. None. No, zero. No visits ever to the. I haven't even taken the White House tour, as a matter of fact.
I am contending here that, as I have from the very beginning, the left, the radicals, the revolutionaries, the anarchists, the Islamists are all working together. But you're seeing it in a microcosm here in our own country. This is not globally. This is our own country. I'm telling you, something happened yesterday. I don't know what it is, but something happened yesterday prior to the warrant and the charges being brought up against Zimmerman. Prior to that, people were told either that or it was divine providence, and the Lord spoke to all these people. And the Black Panthers, who are so open to hearing the Lord's voice, I'm sure, said, you know what? Calling people crackers and pinks and whites, and we got to suit up and boot up, and there's going to be blood in the street.
Seas of blood.
Seas of blood in the street. I'm sure all of a sudden they heard the voice of God, and they were changed.
It's possible. It's possible.
It's more likely that there is coordination here. And Van Jones, this is what his book's all about. That's what his book's all about. Love and the heart part. Anarchy, revolution, but love and the heart part. This is coordinated. And they know they have got to capture the love thing. Side note, they announced yesterday they're doing a new CD of all this great music. 99 artists, big artists, all crappy, horrible 1960s Crosby, Stills, and Nash, you want to hang yourself artists. But 99 artists for the 99%. They are going for the culture. They're going for the Martin Luther King love. Look out, gang. Look out. We are seeing now the fruition of what I've been saying would come for what? How long? A year and a half? 2 years?
No, they're taking the same tactics from that legitimate movement and trying to apply it to this illegitimate one.
Not good. Not good at all. The good news is we are all over it. And I will tell you this, that we are farther ahead than what people think we are, because we are working literally day and night. I about gave somebody a heart attack yesterday, poor Mark, who's new to the staff. This is his first time where he really had some real deadlines to hit. He was in charge of the Oval last night, and he's working on like several different projects. And I said, "Welcome to Mercury, brother. You've been here for 2 years or 2 months, and now your stuff is starting to hit on deadlines, and it's like a relentless ocean wave that is just going to pound you down." I said, when you first joined me, I said, and because he said, "Man, everybody looks so tired," and I said, "We are, and your fresh blood, and you are going to be tired, just as tired as we are. We are working around the clock to change the culture to, I'm not going to give you any more than that right now. But I'm asking you, my people are tired. We need some help. And the way you can help us right now is buy your ticket to Restoring Love. If you've already registered, they go on sale in 16 minutes, not for the general public, just for those who are registered. Get your ticket, buy a T-shirt, because the T-shirt helps defray the cost of this. And if you have any extra money that you want to donate, when you buy your ticket, you have an option of $25 up to, I don't even know how, $1 million, I think it might. I don't know if Ticketmaster is doing that one, but it's up to $1,000 or $5,000 that you could donate. This money, when you see what we're doing, and I'm not telling you now because we're playing chess here, gang, and I'm not going to reveal all of our strategy until we're ready to go, but I need your help.
You got to pass the bill before you can find out what's in it.
But do you trust Nancy Pelosi or do you trust us a little bit more? I'm asking you to go to, if you haven't gotten your code yet to buy it, if you've been pre-registered, go to mercury1.org right now and get that code. Otherwise, if you have your code, make sure you do it. But when you do it, please, if you have the extra money, they're $10 a seat. If you have the extra money, buy a T-shirt or just donate whatever you feel motivated to donate. But we're up against the 8 ball. They're coordinated. But when you see in the next 4 to probably 10 weeks what we are doing and what we have been working on for the last 2 years, it'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. And we need your help.
And it's all about spreading the word, too, briefly. I mean, when you do buy tickets, if you do buy them today, make sure when you're leaving there's a button for Facebook that says, I will be attending the Restoring Love event. Click on it. And that will help spread the word to all the other people to get this thing going on an even higher level, so you don't have to do all the work.
This is really all about sending a message to the left. We have to send messages to the left.